What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back on World of Breakers Season 4/first anniversary video. And in today's video, we're going to be pretty much discussing the community's thoughts and reactions to Ranked in Dragon Ball The Breakers. If you guys do not know or have not been playing the game recently, Ranked has been in Dragon Ball The Breakers for about 3 weeks and some change now. There is no separate rank mode. Ranked is purely attached to the current matchmaking system that we have. But supposedly it's supposed to match you up with similar ranked players. And of course, when you reach the max rank, you're going to be getting Z5 shirts like this for your Survivor and for Raider as well. Basically, the text just changes from Raider to Survivor on the shirt. And if you're just hitting Z rank, you will get the orange shirt. Also, according to this notice and people, what they've been telling me, you only need to hit Z5 once, and then you get all the rewards that come with hitting Z5. So you don't actually have to maintain it, but take that with a grain of salt. I'm going to maintain my Z5 just in case, and we'll definitely find out afterwards. But anyways, I did some polls on Twitter and on YouTube, just kind of collecting your guys' thoughts, what you guys think of Ranked, if you think it has improved your matches, made them worse, and you think it even made a significant impact at all. So let's go ahead and go through it, shall we? Alrighty, so first we have my Twitter here. This is my Twitter at the Ironcane. You guys ever want to follow me and see what the hell I'm posting. But anyways, I did a poll on here asking, so Breakers peeps and beyond, what do you think of Ranked? Do you think it belongs? And has it improved matches significantly? 34.1% said Ranked is a W. But the winning vote was 42.2% saying Ranked is I. And then we had Ranked, not a fan of Ranked at 17%, and then Ranked is terrible. So a small minority of people think that Ranked is terrible, but most people thinking it is either a W or that it's fine. And I think a similar opinion was shared on YouTube. Let's look at some of the comments here that was on Twitter. So the True Sinner says, I like it, makes solo queue much more fun. Playing Raider is very noticeably harder at high ranks, though. Overall, I think it'll be great for the devs to see what needs to be adjusted on both the Raider and Survivor side to make the game more fun for everyone. I agree. Unfortunately, I really haven't had too many difficult Raider games. I've lost one Raider game only, and maybe John's or Salt, but I really think I kind of threw that game away. I was kind of just like kind of sweeping the entire game, and then I just didn't really expect the people to cook at the end, and they did, and they got the best of me. So I really only lost one ranked game. I'm Z4 currently, so I'm like a couple games from Z5. Apparently, they made it easier actually to get to rank up with Raider. I didn't cover that because it was just like a small little update. But apparently it is easier to maintain your rank as Raider, and you don't lose as much when you D-rank. But I think it has significantly improved solo queue in my opinion. But anyways, let's continue seeing what you guys are saying. Little Guy Star says, Raiders aren't queued against the same ranked survivors as them. So really this is a bit survivor-sided. Good for solo queue, but not as much meat added to it. Should have had better rewards for ranks lower than Z. Take the extra outfits from the Z tiers past 50 and add them to rank IMO. I think the rewards could have been better. If you get Z5, I believe you're getting 30,000 Zeni, which is not even a multi, keep in mind. You're getting 15 tickets, and I feel like you get some spirit, and then of course you get the shirts, right? I think it would have been cool if they gave you enough Zeni for a multi, right? I think that would have been kind of nice. But what is cool, which I do enjoy, is that you get separate rewards per Raider and Survivor. So you hit Z5 with Raider, you're getting those 15 tickets, and you hit Z5 for Survivor, you're also getting 15 tickets. So you're getting 30 tickets in total if you're doing both, and that's 60,000 Zeni in total if you're getting both as well. So this main match is more sweaty than it already is. Some people just play ETM because they'll get free progression without the risk of dying from defending STM. This is true. This is true. I imagine you guys have probably seen this in some of my matches. People just completely ignoring the super time machine. I'm conflicted because do they decrease the amount of which the ETM gives you in terms of medals? Or do they just make the STM even more that valuable? Because I understand, because sometimes it is a lost cause and you have to play ETM. But I feel like people are kind of throwing games away because they don't want to take the risk. Even when sometimes there isn't even a risk, they're just afraid of something, going awry, right? Raider matches are even sweatier. I don't think that's a bad thing, guys. I really don't think that's a bad thing for this game having the notorious stamp on it saying Raiders are OP and survivors are weak and useless. I feel like making raiders have to work for it more isn't necessarily a bad thing. I will say though, and I think a lot of people are probably going to be mentioning, is if you're a C rank, B, or even an A, you probably shouldn't be going up against like Z5, a group of full Z5 survivors, especially at C and B. Kind of crazy. But anyways, let's continue here. Coming from a Switch player, I'd say it's decent, but definitely can use some tweaking. I think that's fair. Rank might need its own mode. Definitely feels harder to play Raider, Key Rush, facing lobbies plus S plus survivors almost every game. Again, guys, key rushing, like especially at the tail end of Season 3, was something that was kind of the norm for me. I don't even complain about it anymore. It really is just generally the norm. Sometimes you have games where like it takes survivors 5 to 7 minutes to get all keys. Sometimes it happens in 2 minutes. It's just, you know, the luck of the draw sometimes, and that's what keeps this game exciting, but it can also be very frustrating, of course, when you have to play those 5 to 6 Survivor games to actually get Raider, right? Survivor, okay, I don't understand. I am individual getting points. A lot of ETMers when losing. A lot of things need to be just a Raider and Survivor. Ape Supremacy indeed. I'm a big Vegeta fan as well. I've had a significant decrease of ETM gamers with ranked, okay, as well as a decrease of Raider favoring snowballs due to other survivors not forming conga lines right to the Raider when one person gets down. Huge W to me. Thank you, bro. That is a pretty funny statement. Yeah, that's... A lot of players make a lot of silly mistakes, and that's understandable because the game does a terrible job of teaching you how to play. So I used to see a lot of survivors just rezzing me or rezzing other people right next to the Raider. That's just a very, very silly move to make. In the high ranks, there's lots of survivors who just refuse to revive people from what I've experienced on PlayStation. Really? I personally haven't really experienced that, but you know, it depends. Sometimes you run into a bad group. Good, more reason to play. Bad, unbalanced AF, and almost everyone is sweaty. Fun isn't the right word. I will say, personally, and you guys know how much hours I have on this game, I haven't really had that many sweaty Raider games. I don't know if I've just been lucky. I really have not had that many sweaty Raider games. I had more sweaty games prior to rank with Broly. When I was grinding Broly. So I don't know if I'm just lucky or what. I mean, to be fair, I've taken one L with Raider. I have. But like, I do think that was more to my incompetence, more so than the Raider survivors just playing out of their minds. Although they did play good. I don't want to like downplay that. But here we go. I'll be honest, rank just showed me how horribly unbalanced the game is for most killers. Frieza suffers. Cell suffers. Boo, yeah, kind of suffers. Ginyu, Broly, Vegeta are the only characters who feel playable within this game's current meta climate. Really? Dude, I'm playing Cell and I'm having a blast, dude. I'm really having a good time. I don't know. Again, guys, let me know in the comments below this video. I could just be having very, very lucky queues. I really have not run into like a full decked out pre-made, like everybody running IT and barrier. I have like 1 or 2 players running IT and barrier, but like I really haven't run into that many pre-mates personally, but you know, to each their own, right? I mean, it's just, that's my experience. That's his experience. Survivors are too OP. Whoa! Survivors are too OP. You mean Raiders come out and no adjustments are made to their kit and survivors get soft buffs every time new characters drop it? But wait, Raiders aren't OP? What? Memes aside, guys, memes aside, because I know it depends on your team, right? But now I think people are finally experiencing better teammates. The light bulbs are starting to click, like, maybe Raiders aren't as OP as we thought they were, right? Raiders are supposed to be OP in 1v1 scenarios, right? That's how this game was made, and that's how it's always going to be. This is a team-based game. So when teams that most people were playing with were bad, or their teammates were bad, you know, people felt like, damn, bro, I'm playing out of my mind, and we're still losing. Raiders are OP, and I get that. So I feel like, you know, things are starting to shift, which is great, and I love hearing that I'm right, bro. I love hearing that. I don't think Survivors are OP. I don't think Survivors are OP, by the way. I think they're slightly stronger than Raiders when they're super coordinated. Purely when they're super coordinated, so keep that in mind. Barely losing any matches while I dread playing Raider because of pre-mades. Key rushing SDM in 2 minutes. You can fix key rushing by removing the key radar, since when even with a level 1 Raider, I can go collect keys with ease. I don't think they'll ever do that. They actually reduced the spawn rates of level 1 Dragon and key radar, so keep that in mind. Survivor games got better. Raider games became terrible. Hero Tuber Ronin. I still have issues even finding matches on PlayStation. I will say it depends on your region. It definitely absolutely depends on your region, just because like in the States, queues will be entirely different, say if you were in the UK, right? It's just, unfortunately, this game does have soft region locking. I don't care for it. If I want a competitive game, I played Dead by Daylight. But, like, why can't... I get that. I 100% get that, but why can't this game be competitive? Why can't Dragon Ball The Breakers be competitive? I imagine not everybody looks at Dead by Daylight as a competitive game, but it can be taken seriously like that. I don't think, like Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers, in some people's eyes, is purely a party game, but it also has like a very competitive Smash scene, right? Like, Smash scene, very competitive fighting scene, right? Even if it isn't a traditional 2D fighter. I think the same can be said about Dragon Ball The Breakers. And for me personally, I really enjoy Ranked, just because as a creator and a diehard fan of this game, I mean, to be fair, the pacing of this season is really good at the beginning. A lot of transfers. I hated when they gave us one transfer drop a month. It was like, you know, we played with new toys for a couple days, and then they got old, and it's just like, just twiddling your thumbs until the next transfer drop. Now with Ranked, we have something to constantly grind for and strive for, which I really do appreciate. What I've always enjoyed about Breakers is the fact that it never serious. I mean, a lot of people, I see people comment stuff like this, oh, look at this guy being a baby, or like crying and yelling about this game. Dude, I'm a competitive guy. I don't care if we're playing Barbie's Dreamland. I don't care if we're playing Mario Party. I don't care if we're playing Tic-Tac-Toe. I want to win. That's just who I am. I mean, that varies like person to person. Obviously, I'm going against like a 2-year-old. I'm not gonna like be like, damn, bro, get wrecked. Like, of course, there's like context, but I like to win. I like when things are competitive. I don't like steamrolls. I don't like snowballing. I don't like that personally. I didn't have to sweat so hard as Raider and lose matches. That's the thing, though. I mean, to be fair, I was kind of saying I did like the ease of like my Raider games at the start of the season, just because when the game went free for PS Plus, a lot of new players are coming in, so a lot of my Broly games were snooze cruises, just because nobody knew what they were doing. But now with Ranked, I actually gotta like not throw, because I threw, excuse me, I had the burp, sorry. I threw in a cell game where somebody knocked the balls at me. I'm like, screw it, who cares? And it came to a point where the level 4 stalled me out and the STM activated and I lost. And that's my fault. That's my fault. If I was playing more seriously, I would have picked up the balls and then I probably would have won that game. But I trolled. So just like, I feel like Raiders needing to play better isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, it shouldn't have been as easy as it was before. It should have never been that way, but it's just because the way the matchmaking worked, Q was random. Q was completely random. Now there's a semblance of skill, which is great. I haven't won a single Raider match since it started overall. It's very healthy to the game. Let me check this post. Oh, this Ninja Bros. So I mute some people that like kind of spam stuff. That's why. So I apologize, you've been muted. I think Ranked is okay when playing Survivor. Playing a Survivor when you play as a Raider. In Ranked, expect the worst rather than the best. Like, you're gonna have to play dirty to get a win, even if it's half a one at this point. I don't really disagree. I have never really felt the need to camp players. I've like soft camp players like by accident. Like, say I leave a body and then someone immediately goes rezzing. Well, I'm like, well, bro, I can't just turn a blind eye. I'm gonna go back to that body, right? Or like, say, I think the only form of camping in my eyes that's acceptable is if you're defending a key or the super time machine and somebody dies where you're defending. What are you gonna do? Just like, you know, screw off to another area so they can get that resin? Like, no, you're defending. Like, that's part of the game, unfortunately. That's just how it is. But yeah, thanks to everybody that replied on Twitter here, and that is the results of the vote. Let's go ahead and check the YouTube community stats as well. Oops, and my other thingies. Yeah, thank you guys so much for helping me reach 9K, by the way. I really do appreciate that. We're closing in on 10. We're closing in on 10. But this was the YouTube poll. How do you guys feel about rank so far in Dragon Ball The Breakers? I had it's great, makes my matches so much better. 17% of the players voted this. And then I said it's okay, still run into ETM gamers. A whopping 50% voted this. And then don't really care, bro, was 15. Not a fan, makes games a sweat fest, 12%. And 4% say they hate it. So it seems like a majority of people think Ranked had a positive impact on Dragon Ball The Breakers, which is great, because I really do enjoy Ranked as well. So I'm glad that most of the community is on the same page. Let's take a look at some of these comments. All right. I was a C rank Raider. It still put me against S and Z. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, because maybe not enough C and B rank survivors are playing. It needs to be balanced a lot more. You know what the issue probably is, guys? Since you have to play Survivor to play Raider, there's probably not enough C and B Survivors because you can't rank down like C through B, right? You only start ranking down, or I think D is a rank as well, so I forget. Is there? I don't know. But anyways, you don't start ranking down until A, right? So because of that, because there's like no C or barely any C, B, even A sometimes Survivors, the Raiders are unfortunately running into S and Z Survivors. It's just because it's so easy to rank up a Survivor just because C and B you rank up automatically, whether you win or lose, right? It needs to be balanced out more. Rather than ranking up, it should be based on your overall performance. For example, if you revive teammates a lot, it should put you with those types of players. That would be interesting. I don't see them doing that, however. I do not see them doing that. The other issue is it splits the player base into Z/A ranks, queuing into the same game as C and B, and A is queued into another lobby. Sometimes once waiting too long, you put Z's into a lobby with B, but for the most part, it takes longer to play. That's what they did mention, though, when queuing was going to be a thing for this game. If it's struggling to find other Z players or S or even A, they will place you with lower ranked players. That is what they mentioned. Alrighty, sorry, dude, I didn't get a sip of water. I've been yapping, bro. I've been yapping this video. But this guy says, Alec, he says, the problem I kept running into is people keep on dying too early. That actually happens pretty frequently. Honestly, that was an issue I personally experienced prior to ranked, not as much now. But again, this is something that could, you know, be different platform to platform or rank. So I'm not sure where specifically Alec is dealing with this, like rank or platform, right? Rank being based on medals is super weird to me. If the lobby kills the Raider fast and gets 0 rewards, unless you found and placed like 3 keys in the meantime, or were one of the guys doing the jumping. I agree with that. It is kind of odd because it incentivizes you to kind of prolong games and win by Super Time Machine specifically, or like Summon Shenron, which I feel like is the way the game is supposed to be played. Technically, you're not really supposed to be 1v1ing Raiders, or like teams are supposed to like dogpile on the Raiders, like, you know, the second minute in and just destroy them and annihilate. That's not really how games are supposed to go. But to be fair, they shouldn't penalize you for winning that way, because that's still a win. You know what I mean? But I do get that. That is a fair criticism. It also encourages a very aggressive slash fast playstyle that can be very easily backfire. Can't count the time randoms I found and placed all keys in sub 5 minutes, only to get stalled by a 2 to level 3 Union Force that just didn't care about dying. Interesting. I'm fine with ranked. What I'm not a fan of is that it's mandatory and not optional. The hard truth is, guys, and this is a very light comment, so it seems like a lot of you guys agree with this compared to everything else. The thing is, guys, with the player base we have, we do not have the luxury of having multiple queues, right? We had a hard enough time just having Survivor, Flex, and Raider queue. You really think this game is going to be able to have unranked and ranked queue? It's just not feasible. Now, keep in mind, we are supposed to get crossplay in February for Season 5. That's not a leak. That is something the producer of Dragon Ball The Breakers confirmed for himself, and there has been no news on it since, meaning that's still the plan. So, maybe then we can have that conversation, you know, once things are more healthier. But considering the fact that the PC player base is like 150 to like 200 players on the regular, let me check. Let me actually fact check that before I, you know, talk too much smack. Okay, you know what? I wasn't familiar with your game, bro. Apparently, it is not 100. It used to be 100, I think, before Season 4. So, 42 minutes ago, from when I was recording this, which is 9:54 p.m., December 27th, 270 people were on, and the entire day, around 460 people were on. Not great. Not great, but, you know, again, when you're asking for separate queues, you know, is that really feasible for PC? You know, that's a thing to consider, right? Now, PlayStation, that could be a conversation to be had, but you got to account these different platforms. That's why I'm saying crossplay, that might be another conversation to bring that back up, right? At least in my experience, I'm not playing anymore Survivor games where it seems... Oh, okay, I thought my boy was out. I'm not playing any more Survivor games where it seems like it's over/ETM before it even starts. Definitely a noticeable upgrade in competitiveness. I see that as well, and I do like that fact. I know some people are a little indifferent on that. I'm fine with it on Survivor side, but man, it really shows how badly Raiders have it when an entire team knows their stuff. I love hearing that, bro. I love being right, bro. I love being right. Even if not in a pre-made, oof. Just like, it's like I've been right the whole time, guys. I've even been seeing Super Boos losing a good amount of times to Depth and STM when getting Super Boo used to basically be a win condition. I could be like B2 and run into Z ranks. It's a mixed bag so far, but I was able to dominate as Vegeta yesterday in my rank up against up to B against a team of upper mid players who had the advantage of me getting a bad spawn as a Cyberman and not evolving to stage 2 until after the first 5 minutes. Nice, bro. That's tough. Good for you, dude. GG's. The only problem with the game so far is how seemingly only pulls from people on your states, so I'm stuck on a not too popular state to play the game. This makes it harder to actually get a game. This game doesn't go by a state-by-state basis. To my understanding, it's a region. So like United States, UK, like stuff like that, like different regions. You know what I mean? I know I only named 2 regions. I swear I'm more geographically advanced, but 2 is enough, all right? ETM gaming still exists in S ranks, which is crazy. It is. It is, bro. I've seen it in Z. It is crazy. Yeah, I agree. Survivor games have gotten somewhat better/worse as they help you kill Raider quicker, unless they're fighting over the Dragon Balls or doing stupid stuff. Also, yeah, as Raider games have gotten harder, especially as Broly and Ginyu Force as well. To be fair, yeah, no, I've been Goldo jumped as Ginyu. I've been Goldo jumped, so to be fair, yes. But getting to a level 3 Broly is essential, but his level 2, while it has more health, needs a tiny bit more damage. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. Getting back to my point, playing as Raider has gotten harder whether people are teaming with the Raider, or Raider's mega body camp, or Raider just dies almost instantly and keep getting power charge. I actually have videos where I need to discuss Raider camping. Excuse me. I haven't experienced that much, but I have experienced enough to talk about it because it is a thing in this game, unfortunately. It's all right. I still have fun when I win and lose as the Survivor Raider. I miss playing this with friends, with the Raider in the same party outside practice mode. Yeah, I understand people want Raiders with friends. Guys, unfortunately, it was fun, and I enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. Ranked is a thing now. Events are a thing now. Think about how abusable things could be if that was still in place. I understand, but you gotta keep that in consideration. I also still wish Evil 21 was a Raider in game. Same, and Good 21 as Transpheres. Cell's the only Raider that can truly entertain me in this game so far. Really, I personally think he has a very basic kit. He's fun, don't get me wrong, but he has a very, very generic and basic underwhelming kit in my opinion. Playing as my Survivor is still fun. I don't care for ranked matches as well, despite the unnecessary changes. It's still fun to play. Would be nice if you match the people more around your level. Fair. I think like as a Z player, I've matched with C's and B's. I mean, it's very, very interesting how that happens sometimes. The only thing I hate is when your rank goes down because of people that don't learn the game. They throw Key Blast when the Raider is destroying STM. They attack a Vegeta from the front. They ETM when the Raider is 25% health, and there still is a Super Transphere on. I got this match versus Frieza. He was a very good Raider, but I managed to stall for some time. No key found, no key set. I ended up getting 1 bronze and 4 gold. My rank went down a little bit with Z1. One thing that I haven't seen anybody mention yet is if your game actually DCs for whatever reason. I've been kicked from the server for, I don't know why. Like literally, I've been kicked from the server while I was streaming. My stream was still up. Obviously, it's not my connection, bro, because I'm able to stream the video game to you. So, like, I don't know. And I almost deranked from Z5. I was very, very close. So, surprised nobody has mentioned that yet. Again, I feel like ETM gaming should be... sorry, keep coughing. Should be discouraged more in rank by making it not count for any points on rank. But is a sizable chunk of ETM gamers disappeared from my games recently. There's always going to be ETM gamers. I mean, there's skills built around it, right? But it is less, which is great. As a PC player, I never lose Survivor games and haven't won a single Raider game in a long time. Yeah, dude, that's like PC, bro. I mean, considering the small player size, like it is rough for Raiders, man. It is rough. Like the pre-mades running over there, like Raiders got to play out their butt. I feel like they have to fix ranking, because if you're like S or Z rank, it's actually a bad idea to death the raider early or kill the raider early, because you'll get 2, maybe 3 plats, and the rest will most likely be bronze or silver because you defeated the raider too early to do anything. Again, yeah, it's kind of weird how that is. Maybe add more possible medal options for battle results and really literally die right before you win. It will count as a bronze when it should be gold. Rank is good. They just need to tweak it, or it's more balanced. I agree, because sometimes you die so the team can win, and the game doesn't really reward you for that. When personally, I think it should. Especially, say, if you straight up killed yourself and that was the determining factor of the game winning for the team, right? So I feel like survivors should be rewarded for that, even if it is kind of difficult to do so. I love rank, but it has some flaws, specifically in matchmaking, because they pair you with anybody, even if they're levels beyond you. The game needs to let new players play with new players. I agree, and that's what ranked is supposed to be. And again, I think the issue why is that's not a thing is because you can't D-rank as C, B, right? So like new players are just going to advance to A. So if you think about it, A players are probably kind of at the game. It's really S and above, I imagine, where like the survivors that you're playing aren't like there's no way to really consider them new players, because they have to be winning consecutively, right? So that's where it gets a little like tricky in that situation. Less people are playing the game for fun, like funny builds, for example. You still get very low level raiders facing very high levels, so I don't get the point. Other than to make it more sweaty, you could also make searching harder with friends. Personally, I've done pre-mates for a majority of my showcases, if not all of them, and the queues have really not been that egregious, in my opinion. And I think people saying the game's getting more sweaty and more competitive, like, I don't know, like, let me try not to be like a jerk when I say this. That is how the game is supposed to be played. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to be running instant transmission and barrier and like key rushing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not rezzing right in front of the raider. Maybe not planting the final key when everybody doesn't have their dragon change up. Not letting the raider take the Dragon Balls, shooting the raider with rockets and taking the Dragon Balls from them, stopping the raider from getting executions, right? Like, tactics like that, like being more of the norm and being in your matches and learning from other players, improving with other players, that's what this game is all about. So, like, I understand maybe, you know, in ranked, like, you can't have fun as much. And to a certain extent, I disagree, because you can get carried in this game. Absolutely, bro. There's been times where I've been a filler character, bro. I'm just la 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 la, like just running around the map and just boom, key planting, boom, key planting, boom, key. And I'm just like, bro, I'm just picking up cubes. Like I'm doing nothing. I get carried. So like, of course, it does depend on the team you're going up against. But to say you can't run fun builds at all, I kind of disagree with that. But at the same time, I do see where this person is coming from, just because the matches they do have that incentive to play, you know, more competitively because ranked is involved, right? I like the rank. The only problem is that I have with its low ranking points are tallied. I find it ridiculous. You get penalized badly for getting DC'd. Yeah, no, I get that. And no, I'm not talking about purposely DC'd. The match disconnected me and I went down a rank after that. No, that stinks. That feels really bad. That definitely 100% feels really bad. Another circumstance was the raider rage quit, but the match didn't end. It was stuck in limbo, so I was forced to close the application, and guess what? Lost on a rank. That sucks. Besides DC issues, my problem is honestly it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Now, while I'm not saying you don't get points for winning, you have to intentionally stall out the game to get a higher ranking. In 3 games, we managed to kill the raider relatively early. That seems to be a common complaint. So they definitely do need to like work something out with that. We did get rewards despite killing the raider, and my rank didn't go up because I still had lots of bronze medals since the match barely started. Yeah, no, it seems like they want you to play the game in a specific way, and you could argue that's how matches are supposed to like typically be done, but that's not fair if people are like being the tar out of a raider. Like, you're not abusing anything, like you're just playing well, or the raider's just playing not that great. So like, you should, I mean, I could understand maybe they don't want to give people all a full set of diamonds. If a raider is kind of just like, you know, a thumb sucker, you just body them and you get a free rank up out of it. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. I don't know, but there's got to be some middle ground, because like not ranking up at all for money like that does kind of feel bad. My only gripe with rank is people having to play other 5 survivor games that take at least a whole hour and longer just to lose and de-rank. I need Raider Queue for people that want to rank up with Raiders. It's bullcrap that you can get a pre-made that destroys you to fall off to the Shadow Realm. If we did ignore this, though, I think rank is really good, but I'm starting to deal with bad players, but still good, though. Yeah, no, I get it for Raider. I 100% get it for Raider. Too many sweats, but still fun to play. All right, we're almost at a half an hour here. I'm going to see how many more comments are left. You guys really commented on this. I really do appreciate. Okay, we'll kind of speed through these. I would like to get to every comment. The people who think it's only you getting games with people around your state, it isn't true. I'm from Kentucky and I get from people from AK Polisher, Rhyme, and Ironcane many times. I'm not even trying. Yeah, that's not how this game works. That is not how this game works. It's just that this game isn't technically region locked. It's just that if you are from a different region, it's going to take you longer to get in games with the people from another region. So say I'm queuing up, I have a pre-made, and one person is like in Japan, right? That might make the queue go like 15 minutes, swear to God. But you might find a game, you'll probably find a game, it will just take 10 years, that's the only thing. Games are better, but not resolving anti-cheat connection issues, calming frustration, probably because I use Australian internet, and I have a VPN to get matches, interesting. Honestly, stopped playing Travel the Breakers when Season 4 came out. Mainly it's because it's not fun anymore due to a lot of technical difficulty that creators kind of butchered up and a lot of tryhard players. To be fair, this season was rough at launch, to be fair. Doesn't really make the matches better as far as I can tell. Maybe raise the number of people playing for ETM here on PC, and I could lie. Overall, I don't think it improved the quality for matches. It's just an extra strive for some awards, but that's it. Not sure I'll be grinding for in the future purchases to play the game that I care for ranks, leaderboards, like that, you know. But that's the, like, one thing I will say, and maybe I'm being arrogant in asking this question, but like, if people don't care about ranked, and you truly don't care, and this isn't me just calling this commenter out, if you don't care about ranked, then what's the difference if it's a thing or not, right? Like, unless you feel that the games are so unfun now compared to how it was before, what's the difference? It's still the same, like, mode, it's just ranked is tacked on now. You know what I mean? But that's all I want to say about that. Oops. It doesn't seem to do anything. You still get matched up with complete random ranks. Yeah. I think ranked is alright. I won't say it's perfect for being mandatory sucks. Yeah. We kind of talked about this already. But, yeah. Alright, guys. Honestly, I'm sorry. Maybe next time I do a community reaction like this, I'll focus purely on the YouTube comments. I did not expect to get this many people like reaching out, but thank you to every single person that made a comment here. I just didn't want this video to be like an hour. I mean, let me know in the comments below. If you guys wanted me to go through every single comment, I am down. I'm just like, I just feel bad for y'all hearing me yap for this long with like zero gameplay on the screen. Kind of my first time doing this type of video, but let me know in the comments below if you'd be open to me like actually doing a full, like, cause guys, we got 100 comments here, right? So a lot of comments. So if you want me to go through all of them, like in the future, let me know. But you know, I did Twitter just because like I've seen Goresh do that, so I figured why not do Twitter. But maybe next time I'll do YouTube instead of Twitter. But let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and let me know if you guys think the polls are crazy. If you absolutely hate it, let me know. If you think it's alright, let me know. If you think it's great, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to take care, stay safe, have fun, and peace out. And subscribe. I don't know if I said that. Trying to hit 10K subs for the end of the year. And I will do a 24-hour live stream. So we'll see if we can hit that. If not, appreciate you guys regardless. And peace out, fellas.